everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will walk through integrating Microsoft Dataverse with the Azure Data Lake using the enterprise policy and then configuring the virtual network support in the Power Platform environment. So essentially, this approach will enhance the security, scalability, and the data management across the enterprise solution, right? So as you can see, this is the architecture. So essentially, we will ship the data of the Dataverse to the Azure Data Lake, right? And then we can connect this Azure Data Lake with the Power BI, right? So let me go to next slide. Okay, so this is how the communication between the Azure PaaS, right, and the Power Platform, which is the SaaS services, will look like, right? So we can set up a policy, and then that policy can be configured or integrated with multiple environment, right? So this policy is essentially creating some kind of secure communication between Azure PaaS and this Power Platform SaaS services, right? All right. So essentially, so first thing we have to do is we have to set up the enterprise policy, and to set up this enterprise policy, we have to download the certain CLI, Azure CLI. So we can go and download from here. So this is the link from where we can download the CLI, and then we have to install this some of the PowerShell modules, right? So and then after that, actually, we can start setting up this enterprise policy. So first thing we have to do is we have to enable the enterprise policy for the selected Azure subscription, right? So this is my subscription, right? And we have to enable the enterprise policy, the power platform policy, right? And to do that, we have to run this PowerShell script, right? So this is setup subscription for Power Platform.ps, and then here actually we have to provide a subscription ID, right? So once we run this script, what it will do is it will register the Microsoft Power Platform under that subscription. So as you can see here, this is the Power Platform is registered using this command. Now next thing we have to do is we have to create an enterprise policy, right? So basically it will create some kind of managed identity, okay, for this for the Power Platform, right? So to create a enterprise policy, what we have to run this create identity enterprise policy PowerShell script, and here we have to provide a subscription ID, then we have to provide a resource ID, right? And then we have to provide give a name of the enterprise policy, right? Whatever name we want to give, we can provide here, right? And then also the last thing we have to provide here is the enterprise policy location, right? So we have to provide the location of the enterprise policy. So once we run this command, right, it will create a enterprise policy under that subscription. Now third thing, we have to grant the reader access to the Power Platform admin, right? Essentially because the Power Platform admin will set up this connect this enterprise policy from Power Platform to the Azure, right? So that's why the Power Platform admin need a reader access, right? So here to grant the reader access, first thing what we need to do is we need to get the enterprise policy ID, right? And to get the enterprise policy ID, we have to go to Azure Resource Graph Explorer, right? And there actually we have to run this command, right? This query we have to run resource, and then we have to provide the Microsoft Power Platform enterprise policy type. And then once we do that, actually it will return this policy detail, and then we can get a policy ID from here. So this is the policy ID, right? So after getting the policy ID, now we have to grant the reader access to the Power Platform admin, right? So basically for that we have to run this new Azure role assignment command, and there actually we have to provide the object ID of the Power Platform admin, and then we have to, in the scope, we have to provide the enterprise policy name, right, ID, right? So once we do that, the Power Platform admin will get a reader role to that enterprise policy, right? So next thing is we have to connect this enterprise policy to Dataverse environment, right? Because so far we have just created the enterprise policy, right? But it is not linked with the Dataverse environment, right? So for that, actually, we have to run this new identity PowerShell script, and here actually we have to provide the Dataverse ID, right? So once we do that, actually, once it return the status code 202, that indicate that link was successfully created between the Dataverse or the Power Platform environment and the Azure subscription. And then this we can verify by going to the Power Platform Admin Center. So if you see here in my environment, so since I created this policy, right, so that's how you can see in the history, right? It will show the new identity policy, and it will also show when it was created, right? And who initiated, right? And what was the status. So once we are done with this, so far we have created enterprise policy, right? But along with that, actually, we have to make certain changes in the data lake storage to link this with the enterprise policy to have some kind of secure communication between the data lake and then this Power Platform environment, right? So that it will allow only the communication from that specific environment, right? So we have to enable this from under the policy network access. We have to enable this option, right? Enable from the selected virtual network and IP address. And second thing we have to do is allow Azure services on the trusted services list to access this storage account, right? Because we already registered the Power Platform services, right, policy, so it will allow only that network, right? And then since we want to route this traffic through the Microsoft backbone, so we have to select this Microsoft network routing option, right? So now we are done with all the enterprise policy setup. Now what we can do is we can go and use the Azure Synapse Link to connect data lake Dataverse table with the data lake, right? So we can go here and we can select here. Okay, so we have to select the subscription group ID. So since we already linked the enterprise policy, right? So these are already populated. We just need to choose this information. This is my storage account name, right? And then use the select enterprise policy. Okay, so let's go here. Okay, so there is some, I think I already connected this table, right? So it will not allow again, right? So before I do here, I have to delete it, right? But this is how we can link the Dataverse table to the data lake, right? All right. So that's how we can integrate the Dataverse with the data lake, right? And using the enterprise policy in virtual network. This ensure that a secure and scalable and compliant data management strategy for your organization. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Power Platform and Azure tutorial. Let me know in the comment if you have any question. See you in the next video.